Hello. Thank you for choosing to be here and serve yourself in this way today. I'm Raven, and I am Denver based. I am going to be leading you through a 45-minute meditation intuitive slow flow based around both the sacral chakra and the heart chakra. It is Cancer season right now as I'm filming this, just entered into it. And also, I just spent some time out in nature and it's hiking season. So Cancer season, and in Denver for us, that means hiking season as well. So Cancer is a very emotional sign ruled by the moon, ruled by water. And that is a lot of sacral chakra energy, creative, emotional, sexual, sensual energy that also very directly connects to our heart chakra. And that is energy of like genuine collective love and care. So Cancer is connected to the lungs, the heart, the spine, all of those things. And some of the movements that we're going to do, as well as our meditation and our mantra, are going to harness some of that sensual, feminine, traditionally feminine, right? Meaning like creative, birthing, intuitive, emotional energy. In both our physical practice and in our meditation. So, and that will be helpful for the hips as well, for hiking, some of the quadriceps, lower body. So some of those good things. So it'll be kind of a nice, well-rounded, people-pleasing practice. So we're gonna start in a meditation. And I'm gonna offer you to find a seat. And if it just feels better for you to lie down on your back or your belly or stand up, or whatever you need to do to support yourself in this meditation, I'd like for you to do that, most importantly. Everything I'm going to offer is just that. It's a suggestion. You can choose to not do any of it. So I'm going to take Shakti Mudra. And that mudra looks like you'll bring your hands at heart center to start. This is an easy way to come into it. It's Anjali Mudra. Then pull your palms apart so your fingertips still touch. Keep your pinky fingers and your ring fingers touching. Then fold your thumbs in so you're almost like two number fours, fingers together. Then fold your first finger and your middle finger in over top of your thumb like this. So you're like saying two, but maybe not the intuitive way to say two for some of us. So then you're gonna place those two number twos together. Forgot my middle finger on this hand. Pinky finger and ring finger. And keep your hands at heart center. You can also let them fall down in your lap. We're going to take a sacral chakra meditation here. And like I was saying, sacral chakra is ruled by water. So just envision with your inhales and your exhales this wave-like ebb and flow. Maybe you choose to breathe Ujjayi breath, and then you get even more of that oceanic quality. Envision the tide of your body rising from your root through your sacral all the way up your body with your inhales. And pulling away with your exhales as you soften and root down. Maybe when I say visualize, you might not see a full picture. Maybe you just sense it or you hear it or some other way that you're attuned to. And that is perfect. It is working. And if this isn't working for you, you can choose to use your energy, your intention, and your attention someplace else. And then we're going to take a mantra together. So if your eyes are closed and you feel like keeping them closed, you can do that. If they're open and you'd like to close them, or close and you like to open them, you need to make some kind of change, you're welcome to do that. And we're going to chant Om Namo Gurudev Namo in the Kundalini tradition. It means I bow to the divine channel of wisdom. And so I'll chant it a couple of times, and then I'll invite you in your own space, in your own way, to join in if you'd like. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. One more. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Take a breath in. With an exhale, release your hands down onto your knees. If your eyes are closed and you'd like to flutter them open, you can do that. You're also welcome to keep your eyes closed for any part of this practice. If that helps you, just tune in. I'm going to start some music for us. And just feel yourself really rooted for a moment while I get this going. We are going to start with some, let's see, there it is. We're going to start with a Sufi grind. And so you'll place your hands on your knees if they're not yet there. Thumbs rooting down. And as you breathe in, you'll start to rotate your heart forward, chin up in this circle. And as you exhale, bring your spine into a curved chin towards your chest. Keep doing that and see if there's a part of your spine that feels particularly open. Like maybe you are connected a lot to your cervical spine, your thoracic spine, your lumbar, your low spine feels a little stuck. As you keep moving with your breath, just find this gentle flow through your entire spine. You're rotating on your pelvis as well, so even though you're rooted, your pelvis is able to flow and move, finding this water-like quality. When you feel good in this direction, switch. Take a breath in, chest forward, chin high. Exhale, cave through, back into yourself. Inhale to expand. Exhale to hug in, call in. And take about 3 more rounds of breath in this direction. more. And then just find some forward and backward seated cat-cows. And if you feel called to lift your hands from your knees and extend your arms wide, pressing things away, pulling them in. Move in any way that you intuit, that you sense. Now's the time to trust and listen. And bring your right hand down beside you. Reach your left arm up and over. Big side bend. And then switch through center. Over to the left. One more to the right. One more to the left. When you're ready, come to a neutral spine and then roll over your shins. Find yourself in a cat-cow. Tabletop position. And keep that fluid motion of the spine. My cat-cow is going to be more like hip circles. Maybe yours is more neck circles. And then eventually make your way into a puppy pose to start, heart melting pose. So your hips will stack over your knees. Your toes can be tucked or untucked, whatever works in your body now. And your chin or your forehead could be on your mat. Same thing, whatever works in your body. And just let your chest melt down, totally heavy, open and supported. Maybe if your forehead's on your mat, you give yourself a little nerve massage there and rock on your third eye. And eventually we'll come into a down dog when you're ready. Walk your feet up to your hands, take your time. When you're at the top, find a ragdoll pose. And root through your feet, grab opposite bicep, or if you want a deeper heart opener right now, here at the beginning, clasp your hands behind your back. Lift your fist to the ceiling, to the sky. And then just let gravity draw them forward. I always like to start my flows with a really traditional few sun A's. And you're more than welcome to veer off of the tradition and add some things in, take some things out. We're going to start with about 3 of those. Bring your fingertips down to your mat. Option to heel toe your feet all the way together, or to simply just stack your heels right underneath your hips. And do your breath. And find a long spine as you breathe in, this wave-like quality in your spine. exhale, fold. Soften your knees so your spine, it gets fluid. Half lift, breathe in. Fold, exhale. Mountain pose, rise by your spine, flow, roll up and reach. Take a little back bend to exhale your breath out. Reach back up, breathe in, and then dive forward, exhale out. Halfway lift with your breath in. Step back into a high plank. And by that, your knees can be up or down. I'm really like lifting my definition of a high plank. Knees down can be just as powerful in your core. Pull your chest through. Take a deep breath in. Lower your knees, heart, chin all the way down. Take a baby cobra, inhale. Lower down, exhale. Puppy pose, breathe in and out. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale out. Keep your forearms down. Slide forward into Sphinx pose. So you'll stack your shoulders right over your elbows. Pull your heart through and melt your shoulder blades down your back away from your ears. Long neck. Open heart. Lower all the way down onto your belly. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Press up into tabletop or high plank. Downward facing dog, exhale. Okay, so we're gonna do 2 more sun A's. And you have the option of how you choose to vinyasa back to down dog. You could do the Sphinx or baby cobra, or move into a deeper heart opener like an up dog. Find your breath. On your inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, travel to the top. Half lift. Forward fold. Mountain pose, rise up, maybe go back. Fold forward, exhale, soften your knees. Half. Flow back to down dog. And find a heart opener on the way. Downward facing. Take 1 round of breath here. And then 1 more sun A, look to your hands. Exhale, move to the top. Halfway lift. Fold, follow your breath. Extended mountain, inhale. Exhale, bow. Half. Flow, like water. Open your heart. Downward facing. Okay, lift your right foot up and back behind you. Take a moment, stack and open your hips. And now you can roll your ankle out here. For big knee circles, get into your hip, lubricate those hips. Eventually meet back with your legs straight behind you, pinky toe points down, hip square. Take a breath in, and then step your foot between your hands, low lunge. Drop your back knee down right away. You can keep your toes tucked or untuck them. Rise your heart up. Clasp your hands behind your back and then slide your fist really gently down the back of your left leg. Lean forward into your hips while you're here. Just a few rounds of breath. And this wave-like vinyasa flow water quality sticks around even when you're moving, not one breath per pose. And so you might find yourself, as you inhale, backing out, finding its little strength, and as you exhale, deepening in these little micro movements. Sweep your arms back up overhead, breathe in. And now you might want to use a strap here, but you're going to bend your back knee. You might also want to roll up your mat or find some cushion underneath your knees. Whatever you need is perfect. Bend into your back knee. Reach for your foot with your left hand. Maybe press your right foot down into your mat so that you come out of your lunge just a bit and into this quadricep hip flexor stretch. Take 3 breaths. Release your left foot, bring your hands down to your mat, tuck your back toes to lift your knee up, rise into high crescent lunge, breathe in. Open into warrior 2, exhale out. Find the hip opener here, so you're internally rotating your back thigh and your front thigh, draw them away from each other so your pelvis presses forward. Reach up and back, breathe in. Extended side angle, breathe out. You're gonna take a little flow. So this time you're gonna straighten your right leg, reach up and back, reverse triangle. Extended side angle. One more, reverse. Extended side. Keep your knee bent, reverse warrior. Vinyasa, cartwheel down to the front of your mat. Flow back to downward facing. Okay, lift your left foot, breathe in. Maybe notice the difference between sides right away. Stack and open your hips. And take some ankle circles, some hip circles. Whatever your body is calling for and asking for. Eventually you're gonna make your way back into that square hipped 3-legged dog. Take a breath in. Step forward, low lunge. Drop your back knee, reach your arms up. Take the bind behind your back and then melt into your hips. Melt your hands down. Exalt your heart to the sky. 5 breaths. Sweep your arms back up overhead. And what did we do on the other side? Bring your hands down to your mat. Tuck your back toes, lift your knee. High crescent. Oh, you forgot something. Come back down. If you stayed down, good job. You remember the sequence better than me. Bend your right knee. Reach back for your right foot, your right ankle. Great, and then find where you feel sensation yet you can stay and things still feel pleasurable. Sacral chakra, it's all about pleasure. Heart chakra is all about compassion. So you want to find compassion for your body, for yourself, where you're at, and also a pleasurable experience in your yoga practice. Take one more breath. You're going to release your right foot, and now we're going to move into high crescent. Lift your back knee, lift your hips, rise. Open up into warrior two. Find that hip opener. Take a reverse warrior. Breathe in as you go up and back. Extended side angle. Exhale out. And then let's find our flow. Root through your back, pinky toe edge. Back foot, pinky toe edge. Press your left foot down and forward. Reverse triangle. Extended side angle. Up and back. Inhale, reverse triangle. Extended side angle. Exhale. Last one, reverse, up and back. Extended side. Keep the bend in your left knee as you go up and back, reverse warrior. And then vinyasa to your mat. Hands down. Take your flow. A back bend. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. All right, we're gonna move into some heart openers and then hip openers. That's what we've been doing the whole time. That's not a lot of information, right? Drop your knees down to your mat. Stand up onto your knees and set up for camel pose if you know what that looks like. You have so many options here. I like to tuck my toes and start with my hands on my hips. And you're gonna magnetize your elbows together. So not like they're afraid of each other, you're gonna hug them towards each other. So you press your shoulder blades together. And then you're gonna lift your heart, lift your gaze, open your throat. Maybe you bring one hand to a heel or both. Maybe you untuck your toes. It's not the most comfortable in my body. So I'm gonna say hands at hips, toes tucked. And you listen to your own body. One more breath. Slowly rise, head last. Sit down on your heels. Take a couple of swallows in your throat. Maybe some sighs. We'll do one more camel pose. And discover what you need for this one. And slowly make your way back up, head last. This time keep your toes tucked or retuck them if you untucked them. Sit down onto your heels for toe stretch. It's a pretty intense pose, so we're not going to be here for a whole long time. If you're not quite feeling anything or your pinky toes need some help underneath, you can help them under. And your heels might want to spread to the side, which is getting a stretch there too. But if you want more of a stretch in your inner arch, press your heels right underneath your sit bones. So you're more on your big toes. It just totally depends on what your body needs, where you feel the stretch. Sweep your right arm up and back behind you. Do that 2 more times, forward to back. Forward, back. And left side. One more. right, bring your hands down to your mat, untuck your toes, tap the tops of your feet, your toenails down onto your mat. Downward facing dog. Give your hips a little wiggle here, side to side, maybe forward and back. And step your right foot forward to the outside of your right hand. So pinky toe edge of your right hand. Drop your left knee. Lizard lunge. So you're gonna stay here for about 8 breaths. If as you're here, you're finding that you want to deepen a little bit and bring your forearms down or open to the right a little bit more, press your palm into your thigh or bend your back knee and take that quadricep stretch. You can be in the discovery of each breath. Move intuitively. Two more breaths. And we're gonna wiggle your right foot to the center of your mat. And your options here are to take half Hanumanasana, like so. You'll lift your right toes up, lean back in your hips. Full Hanumanasana, which I don't believe I can get into. I can get into like somewhere in between, like this. Or if you're not quite in either of those, but you need something deeper, like than a full Hanumanasana, or than a half Hanumanasana, and you'll lift up, take a long pyramid pose, so my left heel's not on the mat, and then just lift your right toes up away from your mat, drop your head. That little green backpack that just walked across the screen was my dog. Now you might hear her take a sip of water in a minute, we'll drink. Okay, we're gonna meet in half pigeon. So you'll rebend into your right knee, drop your left knee if you lifted it, and wiggle your right foot over to the left. Scoot your left foot back. And now you can stay up like this, king pigeon, or a deeper version of king pigeon like a mermaid or full bind. Not that open today. Or you can sleep your pigeon. Bow down. Give your forehead something to rest on. Wherever you are, lift your heart back up, walk your fingertips back, lift your chest, your chin, and then we'll plant our hands and meet back into downward facing dog. Notice the difference between the sides. Step your left foot forward for lizard, whatever variation you're into, about 8 breaths. Rebend into your left knee to wiggle it between your hands. Half Hanumanasana, full Hanumanasana, or a long pyramid with your front toes lifted. Bend back into your left knee. Wiggle your foot over to the right, half pigeon. And start by lifting your heart. And then if you'd like to fold, go for that or any other variation. About 2 more breaths. And press into your hands, lift your heart, point your fingertips back towards your right foot, lift your chest, your chin, take a deep breath in. And then we'll meet in down dog. And from down dog, bring your hands wide. Walk your feet about halfway up your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. One sun A, rise up, breathe in. Notice if it feels different than the beginning. Fold over your legs. Half lift. Lift your heels, lower your hips all the way down to your heels, and then come down to a seat. Legs long in front of you. Lift your heart, move any flesh away from your sit bones, and then lead with your heart. As you bow down, fold into yourself, your own glory, your own power and knowing. Sacred. Rise all the way up. Lower all the way down onto your back. Just a couple more poses and then rest. Draw both knees into your chest. Drop them over to the left. Look over to your right. Breathe in. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale. Back to center. And then knees over to the right. Your left ear fall heavy towards your left shoulder, towards your mouth, ground. Back to center. Take a happy baby. So you can grab your feet or your ankles or your shins, whatever is accessible in your body. Supta Baddha Konasana, or climbed butterfly, climbed bound angle. So just bring your feet to your mat, soles of your feet together, knees wide. Let your hands fall wherever they feel called to touch. Could be out by your sides, palms up, palms down, somewhere on your body. I'm going to place one in my low belly sacral area and one in my heart. You're welcome to stay here for as long as you'd like. And if you're ready, whenever you're ready, we'll move into any shape for Shavasana. The deepest rest you can have, corpse pose. Life has been lived. Love has been shared. Things have been created and you can rest. We'll be here just for a moment and I will bring you out soon, shortly. Start to bring your awareness back into your physical body. Touch your thumb to each fingertip. Feel your breath moving like a wave flowing in your belly and your chest. And then roll to either side into a fetal position. Moment of oneness. Right before you rebirth yourself out into the world. And with your eyes closed or softly set on one spot, use your arms to come up to a seat. Bring your hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra, palms touch. Lift your sternum, your heart center into your thumbs and feel into that space. May you move with humble compassion. Lift your thumbs to your lips. May you have the courage to speak from love and truth. And lift your thumbs to the center of your forehead. May you have deep connection always to your knowing, your guides, your intuition. It is in such gratitude for this practice, this shared lineage passed down, my borrowing of it, into your sharing of your practice, that I bow. Ashe, and so it is. Thank you. Thank you. It's been a pleasure. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, weekend, whenever you're using this practice. Check back anytime for other practices. Love you.